Merry early Christmas and happy
I
holidays, audience.
swear, I swear,
Hmm.
this is
Well,
the
what?
master of the rage bait and holding grudges. You will understand in like 20
What
minutes.
is?
You will understand in 20 minutes.
Gotcha. Well, we have a little bit of balance of the force situation, audience. Apparently, there's going to be a topic that's going to induce rage on one of us, and there's going to be a topic that's going to instill nothing but
No, no, no,
happiness
not
from
on
one
one
of
of
us.
us. Not on one
You
of
know,
us. In
so
in the show, there's gonna be rage induced bullshit.
Sure.
oh, okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah. Finally
Oh,
done
this
my
is it.
Christmas shopping, audience. I got
I'm
finished like
almost done with my Christmas
Bro,
shop.
mhm.
I need to only get
I got,
three things for Christmas, and all three of them are gonna bankrupt me. So that's crazy.
Luckily, my Christmas shopping
good
has
lord,
not
dude.
bankrupted me.
Mm.
God, I have to get gifts for like at least 11 people in my life, right? So I have to cut the budget between like $20 to $30 a person. But I always try to find something that'll make each and every one of them happy, you know. So
Yeah, I'm
I don't
getting
just
my
go buy a
dad.
poster.
Yeah, I'm getting my dad a gift card to a theater that we all like. I'm getting my mom
Oh, there
the
you
devil's lettuce. You can catch my drift. And I got my brother a cool vintage
go.
jacket. I
Gotcha.
hope he likes.
Mm.
Oh, that's cool. Well,
Where if he doesn't like it, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm fighting you specifically.
there we go, audience. Hmm. Jake, I had my own Jingle All the Way moment last weekend, man.
You know I don't like that movie.
Jake,
You know I don't like that movie.
no, I had my own Jingle All the Way moment.
Oh.
No,
And you know he don't like that
that's the
movie,
movie
so
that
he don't
broke
care.
it.
That's what he tell you.
Well, I had a good time watching that movie with my nephew and niece audience, and they seem to appreciate a slice of the '90s Christmas rush.
Because they're
So
kids.
if there's a moral
There's
to that, if there's a moral to that movie, audience, if there's a moral lesson to learn from that movie, it's that parents should buy their gifts early. So
yeah,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. Let's
I ain't
just
gonna
get
lie,
started.
bro. You shouldn't need a movie for that.
It's true. Let's just
Gotcha.
get started at this point.
I'm very concerned,
Okay.
Tony. I'm
Welcome,
damn
Compact
COVID-19.
Live, the news and reviews of the Gotcha.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
The news and reviews in the week, audience. You're here, me, Crypto Secret 415. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Move on.
and you're with me, Jake Tylenol. I
Next.
don't say Merry Christmas. I don't believe in it. What I do believe is the work, the grind, the effort. Okay?
You promise?
Yeah, that's what I do for Christmas. I work. I don't go home and waste a day of making money. Okay? I
Well,
work.
I'm still off on Christmas because I don't work on the weekdays.
You know, if like I met Scrooge and Scrooge was like, "I'm not letting you go home for Christmas." Like,
some
good.
pumpkin brownies then.
Bricky Wall here. I don't
Someone's
believe
not
in
getting some
Christmas
pumpkin
anymore.
brownies from me.
Cryptic killed my belief in Christmas last week. If you saw what he did to Santa Claus specifically.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
that's blame Spawn for that. All right.
I'm just saying, and he knows Santa Claus's mind is going to leave a baby with a psychopath, and he runs away.
Okay. Well, I'm Grixer, also known as the Witch of Jotunheim, pronouns they, he, and I might not celebrate Christmas, but I do enjoy seeing two grown-ass men rolling around in the dirt on a desert planet. Doing amok time, if you catch my drift. Wink.
Mm-hmm.
And together we form the Fanatics, and we talk about the news and reviews of the week. And on our special Monday nights, we don't really have a lot of media news. So
nope, I'm doing the backbone of that today.
Yeah, it's gonna be only Captain America and the Twisted Wonders are gonna be there.
The Twisted Wonders.
The Twisted One. I think that's their group. That should be their group name, right? The Twisted Wonders.
Yeah.
No, that's the name of the world they live in.
Yeah, but they're like they're the Wonder Kids of the Twisted Wonderland. So like
it's a Wonder War.
Right.
I can't.
But yeah, we'll be doing that.
That's one of only two Wonder Top. That's one of only two Wonder Topics. We're talking about. So,
But we also be talking about The Wonder War by Tom King, which I'm sure will get everybody on board with Wonder Woman in the main timeline. You know, I think this her
Knowing
moment.
how he writes Wonder Woman, I highly fucking doubt.
Why are you actively lying to your fans?
I just want to give them hope, bro. I give them hope. As a Merry Christmas to me, we are finishing the original Bionicle storyline tonight at the Winter Slam. Only here on Barra Magna, bro. That's my Christmas gift. There's nothing more than that. To ruin my Christmas, we will be talking about Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is the good Fantastic Four. So to enrich my Christmas, we'll be talking about the MC.
If you're here tomorrow, I would have gave you something to slander Reed with. By the way.
Well, no, Merry Christmas, but I won't be there. Ryan North will be talking about. We'll be writing a new Flash series. All right. And Marvel celebrates the 25th anniversary of Allies. I don't know what the fuck that is. I don't remember it. So, you know.
Guess we'll learn
Your
today,
friends
guys.
Your friends with an LGBT person. Guess what? You're getting a book now for some reason.
The LGBTQ allies.
I don't know. I'll just making a joke.
No, it's Elliot.
I went on an entire tangent on this.
Alias, not allies.
Oh, well, you put A.
Yeah, you put allies, nigga.
Yeah, well, at least close to it. So
you put allies.
Look, last year,
aliens book.
My fucking tangent about my goddamn tangent that happened last June. Okay, well, I think last May, but my point still stands.
Yeah.
Does it though?
No.
Yeah, because I went on a whole rant about how Marvel decided to give praise to the queer allies instead of the queer characters itself. So, and I
Jake.
Well, there you go.
Anyways, socials. I do that apparently. Let me put down my slutty drawing of my favorite Marvel character. And tell you that. Anyways, subscribe, I guess. You can also find us on Twitter at Comic Phanatic 69. Usually post bi-weekly, sometimes more than that. Most of the time bi-weekly because Also, we had an Avatar review yesterday. You can go watch that, I guess.
It was a really good review. I highly recommend it. Really good.
Well, I wasn't here yesterday.
That sounds biased as fuck.
Well, no, because nobody. Listen. We had three perspectives. Cryptid actually seemed to like the movie more than me, which I was surprised about. Okay, we had me, and I was like in the middle. I thought it was
because of the movie.
And then Tevia stopped by. Tevia stopped by. So we have the
shout out to Tevia, the best guest we have on the channel. Clearly,
I think we've had cooler. We have cool guests.
But we had three different perspectives, and if you want to see all three, you can watch our review, which was yesterday on the channel in the live section. Go ahead.
Yeah. You can if you want to see what I'm up to. Yeah, if you want to see what I'm up to, and you don't care what these guys are doing, okay. Well, you can find me on my Twitter at Witch of Jotun with an E instead of a U. You can find me on TikTok and also Instagram at witch_of_Jotunheim. I try to post sometimes. I have some stuff that I might post on Instagram pretty soon, so stay tuned. You can also find me on Tumblr, Blue Sky, and Letterboxd at Northstar Aria. You can also find me on my Ko-Fi at Witch of Jotunheim. If you want to support me financially and or hit me up for commissions on my Instagram because sometimes I post, that's the best way you're going to find me. Trust. If you want to find Austin, how it's like Frosty the Snowman. You have to draw Austin's face very specifically on a brick wall and then say the magic words and then he comes to life. Trust me. It's happened before. I can concur. You can find Cryptid doing whatever Cryptid does. And if you want to find Jake, Jake, where you at?
We're sitting at the end of a long journey as I watch the ending of Bionicle take place.
Okay, also, well, do you want a portal back after that? Do you want to
we'll see. There's some things I want to clean up here, and then I'll be ready to finally come home after a year and a half of reviewing Bionicle.
Okay, well, just text me and I'll do that shit. I don't really care.
Right.
Because I'll probably be chilling out on Vulcan this time around
Alright,
while
then.
you're doing.
Oh, I also want to say, Ang Lee got the best Hulk action scenes. I'm sorry. Hello. They're great. I just want to shout out. So shout out to him.
Also, shout out to
Yeah.
Star Trek: The Original Series. He's been really enjoyable. Okay,
Shout out.
I could do
What
like
Hulk
when I
action
finish the
scene?
series, I can make
The fights-
with you. But
The fights with the I'm sorry, Witch, but I agree with you. The fights with the military, some of my favorite Hulk action moments, bro. I love them. All the military fights.
yeah, if y'all want me to do a review after I finish the original series, let us know because I can do a quick review on it. It would only take me like 10 minutes.
Awesome. Everybody talks about the Makari. That's her name for Eternals. That's her name.
Yeah.
Yeah, they talk about her feat of speed and how she shows it. And I think it's
The
great.
Hulk running does not compare to
The
anything.
Hulk, no. The Hulk, the way they convey his speed in the helicopter fight was fucking insane. I love the way they did it. The way it was so simple and shot. I love it. Fucking great. But yeah, that was it.
Gotcha. But alright then. Now that we got the intros out of the way, you guys want to get started? All right.
Yeah.
All right, audience. Let's start with the first topic.
Yeah. Hello.
I don't give a shit, man. I'll just.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna see Steve again with a baby in Avengers Doomsday.
Oh. Okay, you guys can hear me?
Yeah.
You guys
Ah,
hear? Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Let's bring out the picture. Okay, there. So Steve Rogers returns for Doomsday, and yeah, oh my god! I know everybody's like so concerned about like focusing on Steve in that teaser, but God, when I saw that little child he was holding, his baby with Peggy Carter, all I'm thinking was, oh my god, are they gonna actually bring in Ian Rogers? Holy shit!
No, why would they do that? That's not even his kid.
Oh my
Not get your hopes up. You know how the MCU
would.
does their.
Steven has multiple actual kids. You're talking about the one that's adopted?
What? No, I mean in this case, he's actually going to be the kid of Peggy and Steve in that case. Like I don't care if
No,
they
that's
have to get
clearly
rid of
the
that
future
whole.
Red Skull you're talking about right now.
No, we are not. Marvel will shoot themselves on the foot if they do that whole Red Skull storyline.
Yeah, but you know how
no. This is
the characters. You know how they do that.
they're not all horrible.
And you're rather just throw away everything related to Ian Rogers' story and just be like, oh, he's Steve's kid now.
Yeah, I mean, like, look, Zemo is pretty. Zemo is pretty much gone. It's not Zemo. Zola. He's pretty much done in the MCU. Like, there's so.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't do Ian. Steve has other kids.
Nah, okay. The only other kids you could think of is like James. That's the kid he has with Black Widow. There's Sharon, the one he has with Sharon Carter, and I think that was from Future Fights. The one
Some
with
people
Shield.
want the kid to be that female Bucky RJ as well.
The female Bucky.
I
You
know
remember
exactly
Heroes
what you're
Reborn
talking
where
about.
Bucky was a little girl?
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I'm just blanking on her name right now.
It's RJ.
But yeah,
It's RJ.
RJ. Is it RJ? Because wait, are you confusing
Marvel
RJ
RJ.
Bucky's
Bucky.
sidekick? Bucky had a sidekick during Kyle Higgins' run.
Oh, was that the new RJ? RJ Bull? Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
That's the one that kid that was
RJ
raised
Bull
by
was
Hydra.
Bucky's sidekick.
Yeah, the one that was raised by Hydra.
I think you're talking about
Rebecca Barnes. That's what it was.
Oh, Rebecca. Okay, there you
It
go.
was RB.
RB. Yeah. I got my facts straight there, audience.
I was like, it depends on what you're gonna do. If you're gonna not do anything with y'all, I guess it's fine to be like this in. But if you're gonna do with it, you threw away. You already threw away his main story, so it's like shit.
And maybe it's because, like, me personally, I was so that whole storyline got tainted last time I read it was the Lansing Kelly run, and I'm like, okay, maybe I could do away with that storyline. But given the fact that we're going to be introducing Battle World, like, okay, if
I guess if you want to do like that,
Jackson
sure, you just age them up and then have that be a world in the Battle World. That could be something.
No, I won't be able to get the one Battle World story I want, so I don't fucking want it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What's your Battle World story?
That's ready for war.
It's the one where a bunch of mutants get captured, including Northstar, and Kyle Janadu has to be the superhero in this situation, gets Psylocke, and then has to go rescue Northstar, and then we call it a day.
That can still happen, just your people won't be there.
Yeah, I want my people to be there, though. That's what I want. That's what I want.
You could have.
And I want Marvel Zombies and Ultron to fuse to make robot zombies. Okay.
Zombie story. Okay, I want a proper Marvel zombie story, not whatever the fuck they.
No, I want the Ultron robot zombie story.
As far as Ian's story goes, you can always have the story that like he just pops up and gets stranded in the Hydra remnants of Battle World. You know. Because that's something canon with him in the comics, you know. So
my problem with the kid is that again, it's going to start.
That's very.
My problem with the kid that's going to make confusion. It's going to start confusion. Because I don't know if people remember, the whole point of time travel in Endgame was saying you can't change the past and stuff. Remember that?
The only way to change the past.
No.
Yeah.
Don't even start, Jake. You cannot change the past because if you change the past, you would never have a reason to go back in time in the first place.
They were like, if you move the Infinity Stones, you could do, but if you put them right back,
no, because that was the alternate timeline stuff. That's what I'm saying. The problem was the way they explained it and with the Infinity Stones and the alternate timeline was fine. The problem was the writers then later came out and said, "Oh, Steve was her husband in the main timeline. We couldn't not happen."
Yeah. But who
remember that?
Not the TVA.
So now, if you have a kid,
there's going to be a lot.
And you say this like if you
changes in rules.
What?
They're probably going to say something like, "Well, it didn't really affect the timeline in any meaningful way, so it's allowed to fly."
No, it does not fucking matter. He should not be in the past of this timeline. That's the problem.
But it's going to happen anyway. So I'm saying the explanation tonight is probably going to be
the explanation won't make sense because you can't go back to the future, the past of your own timeline.
I understand that, but they're going to give one. I'm saying that's most likely what they're going to say.
No, I think they're going to just say it's the alternate timeline. Be fine. My problem is, regardless, it's going to start confusion because people still think that Steve and Peggy had multiple kids in the main timeline.
Look.
Anyways, audience.
Yeah, credit. We are either really out of sync or in sync because you clearly can't hear when we're talking.
Yeah, we have a whole different conversation over there.
Cryptid, leave and come back.
You guys hear me?
Credit, leave and come back.
Hold on a sec.
Anyways.
That dude is way out of sync. That was terrible.
We're in another dimension right now, dog.
Yeah, so in the original story, Steve goes back into the timeline they're already in and stays with Peggy. The writer said, "Oh, he went back to the main timeline and had a kid," and all the other stuff, and that made everyone confused. And then the Russos had to come out again and say that's not what fucking happened. Y'all helped write the story. Why do y'all don't know what the story said?
There was a disconnect in the force.
I really hope those writers weren't back because if they are, it's Jake's fault.
And I felt like they both have two different ideas of like what the story was, and then like they just made.
The problem is they wrote the scene where they explained that can't happen.
Yeah.
God dang it.
Hello? We can hear you.
Okay, you guys hear me?
Yes.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna say something. I want you to say something right after.
As I was trying to say.
Yeah, he's not saying. He's not saying. Terrible.
What? What was it?
Are you cryptid? Respond to me.
You guys hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Can you hear me?
I hear.
Okay, yeah, I can hear you guys.
Cryptid, you are like 10 seconds behind us.
Awesome. What did you want to say? Oh,
we'll have to roll with it. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
It's for me to be traveling audience. Okay, just say what you were going to say, Austin.
We already pretty much went over it now at this point.
Austin. What? Man, this was supposed to be my topic.
We are talking. You were just behind us. You are 10 seconds behind us.
Yeah. You gotta do this like we're on CNN, where it takes up 10 seconds
let me
to
just
answer.
change location, guys. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, like we were saying before,
okay,
I don't
say something now, guys.
Hello?
Hello.
Christ. That's all I gotta say.
You guys?
Hello.
It's,
Yes.
you know what, bro? I don't know what you
guys,
did.
can you hear me
I
now?
don't know what you did, Jake.
Anyways,
Okay.
Okay,
I guess
guys.
I'll-
I guess it.
I guess.
Hello?
Hello.
You're still like 30 seconds, like 10 to 15 seconds behind us, bro.
I guess to keep the flow of the episode, I'll be in charge of switching
God
topics.
dang it. All right, let me just.
Yeah. No,
Um,
well, so Jake, you're in charge, and if Critics, the problem is we can't gauge when Critics starts talking.
sure. But yeah. So anything else you want to say before we move forward?
I couldn't give two shits, dude.
I know people are
remember
iffy
that-
about Steve
that
coming
shit.
back, but we already knew Steve was going to be in the film, either as the Captain Hydra or whatever.
It
Like,
felt like the delayed response, like when people were like, "Oh, Batman's gonna kill the Justice League." It's like, that's like
yeah, I'm about to say all the trailers list saying they're original. People, I keep coughing, my bad. I think it's fine saying Steve coming back. I think it makes perfect sense. Because if Doom's taking Loki's power and Loki is holding all the timelines, Steve's obviously going to be affected. So bringing Steve back like this, I think is the most natural way to do so
Yeah.
without it being a problem. That's why I want to tell why people have a problem with it.
I just want to see that one shot of all the Captain Americas together, because now you have like a chance to actually have Steve, John, Bucky, and Sam all in one shot here. So,
Bro, I want
Yeah.
the scene. This was
you
an
guys hear me at
Avengers-
normal pace now?
Yeah. Okay.
Repeat something right now.
Okay, guys, can you hear?
Okay. I think we're still out of sync. Cryptid. Yeah, he's still out of sync. He can't hear us. Okay.
Yeah.
I want the scene from Avengers Assemble. I just saw this scene today. Where like someone throws a shield, like I think it's like a Red Guardian throws a shield at Captain America, and then Captain America like jumps in the air, catches that shit, and like yeets it back up. He just said like fucking like quick maneuver on him. I want to see like that when we have Captain America's fight. I don't know.
I'm going to bet I'm going to give you a scene with all of them trade shields.
That would be kind of cool. And they're like passing the torch, and then Sam does the final throw because he's the new Captain America.
Potentially.
We'll see after this.
I was saying, who knows when that reboot might do the same.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it is what it is. All right, well, that's everything we can do because I don't think we're gonna get Crypto back anytime soon. Let's move on to the next topic, guys.
Cool. My turn. We're talking about the last 2 episodes of Twisted Wonderland, the animation, aka season 1, House of Hearts will be okay.
I had to add in the animation at the end of that shit. Just call it Twisted Wonderland, bro.
They
You know it's
do.
It's
animation.
because like there's Twisted Wonderland the game, and then there's Twisted Wonderland. The
Yeah, but
animation.
we know the difference, bro.
Not everyone knows that.
Well, yeah,
this is
but
a
that's for
game.
people who are in the know. Yeah, I agree because that's for people in the know, not for the people who like don't give a shit.
Bro, if you're on an anime site and you see Twisted Wonderland, you're not thinking about the game. If you're on the game thing, looking for games, and you see Twisted Wonderland, you're not thinking of the anime, okay?
I don't know, bro, but we
I-
digress.
There's never been a time where I went to play to a website. It was like, oh, Persona. I can't wait to play Persona 3.
Don't I play this with my controller? Let me plug in my controller.
Okay, going back into it. So basically, it starts off with the ending, the start and the ending of the battle for the House Warden title, you know. And obviously, Riddle doesn't really play fair, and immediately collars Ace and Deuce, you know. Obviously, Ace gets pissed the fuck off, and he like full on decks Riddle in the face, you know. As you can obviously see from the picture in front of you. And all that other stuff. We also do get a lot more flashbacks. Can you go to the picture with the kid and the bitch behind him?
Oh my god, these are not labeled.
The black and white pic?
The black this?
Yes, perfection. Thank you. I hate this bitch with a burning passion. I hate that bitch. Okay? If I was in the world of Twisted Wonderland, I'm gonna be like, Riddle, here's some adoption papers. Please fill this out. Take me to your mom's place. I'm beating her ass.
That's the #1 waifu of the show, though. What are you talking about?
Nah, she's a major fucking bitch, dude. She's like pretty abusive to her fucking kid. Okay.
I love the way her outline shape looks.
She's
Yeah.
evil out.
That's
She has
all
the
she has
evil
going
concept.
for her, really.
I like how the blackness forms on her face.
Right.
Yeah.
Like the shot, like she's so tall that she's in the upper echelons of shadows right now.
This library look ass.
It does.
Well, no, that's his study room.
Oh,
Because he's basically
yeah, that's kind
homeschooled.
of sad. This shit looks
He's
lonely as hell.
homeschooled. Yeah, so basically from what we learn, if you hadn't played the game, we learned that basically she wanted him to be like the best because, you know, high fucking standards. This is a helicopter parent dialed to like 12, okay? Yeah, she basically dictates every moment of his life when he was a child. Basically like what he studied, what he read, like what he eats, who he hangs out with, and everything like that. And obviously, it turned him into pretty much a tyrant. But you know what? That's okay. Anyways, so we finally get the overblot scene, which my sweet summer child, my poor child. Yeah, all the anger, all the stress really got to him. Can you go to the next picture? The one where it is Riddle with the monster behind him?
I'm going to assume it's this one. I can barely see these photos.
Let me try it.
That one. Perfection. Thank you. That's why I'm being very descriptive. Yeah.
That was the fastest you responded so far, Cryptid.
Yeah, I think he's free.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's on a different device
Okay.
now.
Yeah. I'm in a different spot now, you know. That much I hate doing
You sound way better.
That much I hate doing these live streams to Virginia audience because I always have this issue. So yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Obviously, this is the Riddle crash out episode, and everything like that. Crowley's like, "Oh my god, no, not him blotting. Oh my god, it's like Crowley. You didn't stop this beforehand. No one stopped this beforehand." We also get a scene. Can you go to? Does someone go to the next picture where we see Little Riddle in a bakery with a bunch of green people?
I got you.
Thank
Jake.
you.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, we get another flashback where Riddle, and Chenya with Trey, they go to Trey's family bakery. Yeah, Trey's dad looks just like him. I'm just saying. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, we get more flashback stuff. You know. Can you go to the next picture where we see Riddle in the air?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, and another quick point I wanted to point out was Riddle sounds a bit more feminine in his overblot form than he normally does, which I thought that was very interesting. To all the homophobic Twisted Wonderland stands, get the fuck out of here, dude. We do not want you here. Okay? Shut the fuck up. These characters do not give a shit on how they present. Maybe like Apple and like Jack, but Apple has his own stuff going on. Okay, he wanted to be in Savannah Claw, but that's for a story for another day. Okay. Anyways, yeah, and also during these flashback scenes, we see what happens between Little Riddle, that rhymes, Trey and Chenya. So basically, his mom finds out that he's been sneaking off during his self-study time, and he's like, "That is too much. Like an hour was too much for you. Like blah 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 blah. She's a bitch. I hate her.
Yep.
I hate that fucking bitch." Anyways, yeah, it's basically we just see like Riddle just like maniacally laughing into the camera, and that's where the episode ends. Our vignette of the day was with Idia and Ortho up in Ignihide. Idia sees a picture of Grim and he's like, "Oh my god, I want to snuggle the cat." He specifically uses the term huff. Don't ask why. Just acknowledge it and let's move on with our lives, okay? And so basically, Idia creates a like a mechanical Grim like cat thing, and he's like, "I am not satisfied." And we were like, "Okay, Idia, you could have just asked Grim himself, you could have just asked." And Idia would probably be like, "No, I don't want to leave my room." Anyways, can you all still hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, just thought I'd ask. Anyways, that's where that episode ends. Now we go on to the last episode of the season, the definite tweak out episode. So this is where the battle starts. Crowley helps students evacuate because at least he's fucking doing something here. Can you go to the group shot picture where they're all like standing there looking cool? Yeah, thank you.
There you go.
So yeah, basically this is where the fight starts. You know, they were like, okay, we got to team up and everything. You know, they do some cool like team attacks that they learned from like the 3rd episode, I think. I don't fucking remember what episode it was. Yukin puts on like his helmet thing, and and people say Fist of the North Star is not relevant anymore. Yukin basically pulls a Kenshido with his like sword thing. I don't know what it's called, but basically
Don't know nothing about that. These other guys don't know nothing about that.
I did not put that picture up, but I will send it to you later. Basically, the monster behind Riddle basically chucked a bunch of like spear type things, and you can just anime style like slashes all of them. Hold on, I'm sending it to you guys in the Discord. I just put it in general.
Yeah.
Can you go to the next picture where he slashes the monster in the head? That's what he does after that fact. Not like exactly, but you get the idea and everything like that. And don't worry, guys, they win. They win the fight, and Riddle is back to normal.
There
and
you
everything
go.
Like that. Don't worry. And so like Riddle apologizes. We do right before the scene, we do get a scene where we see into Riddle's mind and everything like that. And he basically, you remember the doorknob from the Alice in Wonderland movie, the talking one?
Yeah.
We kind of get a similar scene to that, but instead of tears, it's books. Because, you know, he spent basically his entire life studying, but even though he was a child, he should have been playing around every once in a while. Besides the point. We do get a couple of flashback scenes with that as well. Yeah, but don't worry. Riddle touches the doorknob, turns back to normal. He's perfectly fine. Everything. Like I said, Riddle apologizes to everyone. And Ace was like, you know, I thought about this day. And one dinky little fucking apology ain't gonna fucking do it. I was just like, Ace, time and fucking place. I know you want to hold a grudge, but Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Calm down. And so Ace was like, no, we're gonna have another unbirthday party. Okay, and this time you are gonna make the tart, and you're not gonna have any help from Trey. Do you understand? And Riddle's like, yeah. And so basically another unbirthday party is hosted. Riddle does make another tart. Can you put that picture up?
Yes.
The one where he's holding the tart? Yeah. So basically he makes the tart. They all try it, and it tastes really fucking salty. Riddle fell for the little joke that Trey did where he accidentally put oyster sauce into the tart. Yeah, it was a joke. Don't worry. And then, you know, they're all having a good time. We get like, we do get a scene where, you know, we see Yukin take a bunch of pictures where the Twisted Wonderland theme plays and everything. We also do get to see another Chenya cameo. Can you put that picture up? The purple Catman.
Right.
Thank you. You know, Chenya does Chenya things. And yeah, don't worry. Trey finally tells the others who the fuck Chenya is, and we get introduced to Royal Sword Academy. I'm glad that it doesn't take place at Royal Sword Academy because that would have been boring as shit. Anyways, so yeah, we do see Yukin use like the camera thing, the Mickey Mouse camera thing to take pictures. And can you put that last picture up real quick? That is one of the pictures he takes. By the way, it's of all of Heartsteel and Grimm. And then we get like another little thing at the end, okay? So before we get to the vignette, we get a little scene of Savannah Claw, right? And we see Leona, everyone's favorite Catman. I don't like Leona, but that's just me. Okay, I like if I had to choose anyone from Savannah Claw, it would be the other two members, okay? Because I don't like Leona. I like Ruggy. I like Jack, okay? Leona's just fucking annoying to me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he's like, be prepared, herbivore, like herbivore, you know, whatever the fuck Leona says. Anyway, that's where the main episode ends. For the vignette, we do see post Overblot Riddle, you know, he's trying to like be a bit more lenient on the rules to his own detriment, and Trey and Cater are just like, hey, maybe some of the rules were like a good thing to follow, okay? Like some of them you could still follow, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, that's basically the end of the first season. I'm really excited for season 2 because we're gonna get our first female U. Yay, she's gonna fucking beat Leona's ass. I'm excited, guys. I don't like Leona. He's annoying. Anyways, that was the end of that. I liked it. It did follow the manga. I haven't read too much of the manga. That's
Big
on
fan.
me. I played the game, so I know the story at this point. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, that's the end of my bullshit.
Cool. I mean, sounds like
We will
a good
continue to
finale
pray
and
for
keep-
Leona's downfall.
I pray
Yeah.
for Leona's downfall. Okay.
It keeps you wanting to see the next arc of this or of this world.
Which is
you know?
in
So,
production now. Also, the VA for Leona called Leona fangirls and fanboys, no discriminating here, a bunch of horny bitches. Not exactly his words, but the vibes were there.
yeah. Gotcha. There we go. So, any final thoughts on this Witch before we move on? Austin, Jake, do you have any input?
Yeah, I like Twisted Wonderland, and you should too.
I hate this cat.
I wish it had more Disney-looking things. Mainly because this art style looked very similar to another game series I already play.
Kingdom Hearts?
No, Cold Steel.
No.
Tales of Cold Steel.
No,
And-
their shoe's not big enough for Kingdom Hearts.
Right. So I think but you know, you bring up Kingdom Hearts, and I think like Kingdom Hearts, you know, even though I have my Kingdom Hearts is a terrible story. Okay? It's a mess of a franchise.
Look, Twisted Wonderland has a pretty decent story for the
Right,
most
and
part.
you know that it probably has and you know it's not that hard to beat Kingdom Hearts. I'm sure it's a better story than Kingdom Hearts. I think though what Kingdom Hearts does do, I do like how for the characters they look like they go into the Disney world. I feel. I think my problem with this art style is it doesn't scream Disney to me. That's what
I think it's because it's Disney Japan, and you know how they like their anime.
right, and I think that's my only real gripe with the aesthetics. If you didn't tell me this was Disney, and I looked at this, I would not think Disney. That's what I'm saying.
Well, some of the characters, like especially like the parents, I guess you could say, do kind of look like other Disney counterparts, you know? Like if you see Malleus's mom, you would be like, yeah, she looks kind of like Maleficent, just not green. But like keep in mind, these are characters inspired by their Disney counterparts, not their actual counterparts. Because you're gonna look at characters like Silver, spoiler alert for Book 7, and originally you're not gonna be like, oh, he's inspired by Princess Aurora. You're not gonna think that. They like to keep you on your toes.
Yeah, that's it.
Gotcha. But all right then. I guess that's we have a lot of other topics to go to. We should probably move on to the next one, guys. So all right then. Let's move on to the next. So yeah.
Oh my god, why you use this picture? Dear God.
Is that supposed to be Yara Floor?
DC.
No, that's that dumbass kid Trinity. They named after the Trinity.
Bro, you know,
The chick who dresses like Robin.
Also, I shit you not, in my head I said, don't say Yara Floor, don't say Yara Floor. And I was like, Yara Floor.
No, Yara Floor, and funny enough, is coming back for Teen Titans. We should have thought about that instead.
Yeah, she is.
Anyway, so let me announce this topic. It's DC announces a Wonder War event by Tom King. Oh, and man, I'm gonna pick this up just by the premise alone because this is gonna be set in the future, by the way, audience. 20 years apparently. Let me read what it is about. Okay, a defining chapter begins in Wonder Woman number 31 as Tom King and Daniel Samperi launch Wonder War, a sprawling future-set epic that positions Diana at the center of the darkest possible timeline. The Justice League is dead. Villains rule. Lex Luthor has bent the knee, and the matriarch, introduced in the sold-out Wonder Woman number 25, now reigns as Queen of America. Oh my god!
Man, turn this shit off.
I'm already.
That's literally
How
just
funny is
Noel
that?
as a woman.
Oh my! Now that I look at her chest, yes, it is. Okay, so
My,
audience, get ready to embrace Amazonian masterhood in America in the future, audience, because that seems like what we're getting. Like, damn.
It's no secret that I question Wonder Woman's placement in the hierarchy of superheroes. Mainly because I think I love her design. I love the premise. It just never clicks quite that well. Except for Absolute Wonder Woman. I think Absolute Wonder Woman is great. If we rebooted Wonder Woman tomorrow, I would just like to be Absolute Wonder Woman. That's fine. But I don't know. I don't think an event like this.
I think it's because writers don't know how to fucking write her.
I think
I think that's my theory behind this. Okay, I don't really read a lot of DC, so I can't give too much of an opinion.
It
But
also doesn't help that just like with Superman, Injustice kind of shaped a lot of people's opinions on Wonder Woman.
yeah.
Get out the most mainstream thing.
Yeah.
So people just think she's a warmongering asshole hero. Rebecca New 52 also had her casually murder people.
Yeah.
When funny enough, original Wonder Woman didn't really do that a lot.
No.
It also
No, she was just
adds to the fact that, like,
in bondage, wasn't she? Just an OG Wonder Woman.
Basically.
Yeah. But like another thing about Wonder Woman's situation is, the expression a hero is only as great as the villain. Like when you think of like Superman or Batman, like they both have A-list or sort of villains. You don't really have that situation with Wonder Woman,
But they could be.
Well, when James Gunn is actively having her main villain lose to a fucking rat, I don't know, tell you.
They could be. I mean,
Not a rat.
Cheetah.
No, remember he had her casually lose to fucking weasel in like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I know. You talked about it.
That's a rat.
I was there for that.
And Wonder Woman fights to a standstill with another furry character of claws and teeth.
No, but I think Cheetah's like a good person for Wonder Woman to fight.
She's Robert Justice League is good. Okay.
Wonder Woman's Cheetah's a good villain for Wonder Woman to fight. She's like quick. She's deadly. She keeps Wonder Woman on toes. She's athletic. I think it's a good.
I think it's like the Iron Man situation.
Yeah,
but
I think
she's not A-list. But she's not A-list. That's what I'm saying. So.
I feel like she could be with the right writer, though. But it's like people don't know how to make that fit.
She's been around for over like 60 years, man. Like she's.
You look at all of Wonder Woman's Rogue Gallery, and I had to take like the top 2. Cersei easily could be like a Lex Luthor type, like villain. If you just run it.
The thing is, you can do all the guys too. It's just the guys should usually overdone. Like we already know, like you may hate evil, we pretty much know what you're gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm just saying, like
Ares God of War, you can't really mix it up that much.
I feel like Cheetah could be an A-lister, and I feel like Cersei could be and the gods too could be a part of it. I don't know to what extent. I think Absolute Wonder Woman uses the gods well. Like she's not actively fighting them, but they're clearly an oppositional force. I think that's kind of where I like them right now. But I don't know. I don't feel like events like this don't help Wonder Woman. Like they kind of just like she needs something where
it's an Elseworld story. This is going to be an Elseworld event. Again, as I stated before, it's going to be 20 years in the future. There's a little bit more to this article, right? So set 20 years ahead, the story pairs Wonder Woman with her grown daughter Trinity in a battle that's equal parts family drama and war epic. Compassion and justice collide with authoritarian consequences, turning Wonder War into a generational fight for the soul of the DC universe. The most ambitious Wonder Woman story in years. I guess we'll see.
I mean, Tom King's written a good big sister, little sister type of maybe do a mother and daughter thing. I don't know. He's done it before.
He has thing for writing female characters as I think people started noticing this with Catwoman, right? He wants them to kind of be like, powerful, like to fight the top tiers, basically, So yeah. I mean,
man, I wish.
Style, to be fair, this isn't the same guy who had Catwoman randomly just knocking out flashes, like 4 flashes in a row.
Yeah, I know that's where it started. Yeah, that's where it started, And then he also had Harley Quinn beat the Trinity themselves. Well, not beat them, but get the slip on them.
That said, I did like when Tom King wrote Catwoman and Damian interacting because I thought that was an interesting thing to explore, and then he dropped it because of obvious reasons. But I don't know.
What?
There were like during the lead up to like Batman getting married, there was an issue that was about like Catwoman getting to know the family, and then she got to Damian, and I actually did like their.
Okay. I thought you told Wonder Woman. What the fuck?
No.
That happened.
No, but I did want to see more Catwoman.
Damian will be the.
I think the problem with Wonder Woman is that. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, Austin.
The thing with Wonder Woman, her Rose Garden kind of suffers from anything that Iron Man suffers to a degree where there's so many people in so many random categories and not like a mainline theme outside the God situation. Where like Iron Man, you have like 2 business dudes and everyone else just like random people. One's a fucking dragon. The other one just a racist with 10 rings. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever kind of have the same problem. Where Rose Garden is so scattered. And then she's also so strong. So you either have to keep upping them if you up her. Because they want to do this thing where she comparable to Superman, but also don't want her to outshine Superman at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think that's like that struggle is kind of hard to do, especially in modern day. You're trying to tell like this modern, I don't want to say girl boss story. Well, for Tom King, probably the girl boss. But you're trying to do like this strong thing with Wonder Woman to contrast with how she's been writing. And I don't know. It's hard to try to like explain. I'm kind of losing my thoughts. I'm just
I think Wonder Woman. I think absolute Wonder Woman for me. Wonder Woman has like 3 types of things that I think is a comfortable thing for Rose Taylor. She has magic people, warriors, and monsters. Those are like the 3 things she should generally be fighting. It kind of fits her aesthetic anyway. And it challenges her in the 3 different aspects that makes her unique compared to like Superman and Batman. So I think that's better revamp of Rose Gallery. Focus on those type of characters. Like I said, Cersei and Cheetah for start. I mean, I like that in Absolute Wonder Woman. She fights Zatanna. I know she can't do that in the main timeline, but I do like Zatanna's also a rival for her. That's also pretty cool as well. Things like that.
Gotcha.
I know in the movie they had her fight.
This goes. I mean, it's been a while since I read a DC event, and the title of this
bro,
event.
It's not even a real event, bro. I already read DCKO. Then go to an Elseworld event, okay?
I'll read DCKO, but man, it's ironic that the one time someone here wants to read a Wonder Woman book and talk about it on a live stream.
We're not.
You guys
we're
are
not
no,
honoring Tom King. All right.
When can we honor Wonder Woman?
Absolutely. Do that, please. Get DC to. That's just so good for her. I love Absolute Wonder Woman. She's great.
Okay. After Bionicle is over, after your Bionicle talks are over, Jake, it's going to be up to you to review Wonder Woman from now on. How about that?
Tom King also had Wonder Woman get done during that tournament. I don't know if y'all saw, but she fought Lobo, and she was getting her ass whooped, and then the presence, God himself, the presence, had to intervene for her to beat Lobo.
That's crazy. I don't think she's weaker than Lobo, though.
She's not. That's why it's terrible. That's a strong female, y'all. God himself had to be like, damn, bro, hold on now. You've been her ass a little bit too hard.
Yeah. I mean, Lobo is immortal. I mean, there's that.
Yeah, he's immortal, but this is a woman who comparable to Superman, combat speed better than Superman. She could do something. She got dogged. Like, it wasn't close.
Right.
Oh, dang. Yeah, that's true. Wow.
I'm just saying, if Lobo about to go fight Supergirl, I expect Wonder Woman to be able to do something.
Right.
Gotcha. Well, we can only hope for the best at this point, Will we get the best audience? Probably not, but we'll give it a try at least. So, all right. You guys have any final thoughts on this before we move on?
This is like a bullshit version of Queen of Hearts.
There you go.
You should put Wonderland and not Tom King's Wonder Woman. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
I just can't get the thought of female Null out of my head now.
I don't know. I wish I had this picture. There's a picture of Hela being nullified for Rivals that looks damn near like this.
Of course. So, yeah. But all right then. I guess for that we should probably move on, audience. So, Austin, you want to do the honors of this one?
Yes, the Sentry returns as a fuck you to comic readers. We knew he was coming back. To be fair, we knew it was going to happen eventually.
Yeah.
But you did all that shit to set up a new Sentry to not do shit with her.
They looked around and said, "Oh, he's coming back to the MCU." Oh, shit.
They knew that before
Okay,
they
yeah,
announced
kinda
the book.
Yeah.
We already knew Sentry was the villain before they even announced the original Sentry book.
That's crazy.
We were
I
still
guess
in the
they
mid
were
King
just
and Black when they
expecting,
got
like,
announced.
I guess they were just expecting the people in that community for the new Sentry to be jumping on in for the Sentry book, but apparently it didn't show up. So they're like, okay, we gotta go back
Because
to
people
Bob
didn't.
now.
The moment they realized it wasn't going to be an evil dude, they didn't care. That's all people wanted. People, if you're going to redo Sentry, people want an evil dude because Earth does not have a strong villain like that anymore. Ultron's not usually around. Kang is only for the Avengers. Like they don't have like a central strong dude. Hyperion and like his squadron haven't been around in years. I think they're dead.
Yeah, I think the Squadron
Yeah.
Supreme is fucked off.
I mean, the only Hyperion we have
the
left.
Heroes Reborn event. I haven't seen them since.
The only Hyperion that we have left is the one that's fully Superman at that point, and he's in his own universe now. So.
Oh yeah. That was before that too. I forgot about that.
Yep.
So it was like an evil Superman for the Avenger fight could have been a really good story, especially how they were setting that dude up. Because that dude was a menace before that before he came out.
But a caveat to this this miniseries, it's going to be a 4-issue miniseries, audience, right? They actually brought back Sentry's co-creator Paul Jenkins to be writing this. So I don't know how long it's been since Paul Jenkins
I don't know
has
how I
written
feel
a
about
book.
that. Usually when a person comes back, it's usually bad.
It's been a good long while, I would imagine, So
you can look back
it's
at any writer. Anytime a creator comes back to their person, like 10 to 15 years after they created, there is usually bad, or they usually try to like, oh, when I wrote it 15 years ago, it was like this. So I'm gonna make him like this again. It's like, bro, we've been way beyond that by now.
That's why they're keeping this as a mini series, So they just want to squeeze out whatever relevancy they can because Sentry is going to be a main figure in the MCU for the foreseeable future,
Why do it fucking symbol like that? That looks stupid. But his symbol's not even red. Why did they do that?
It's an artistic choice, I can imagine, So,
I disagree with their choice. Yeah, I want to fight that artist.
There you go. But I'll give the first issue a try. I mean, I've never read a Sentry exclusive book. Yeah, I mean, I've never read a Sentry exclusive book, so yeah, there's
really
percent for everything, audience. Yeah, no, I haven't.
I think his last miniseries was good. It ended with him fusing. It ended with him mastering his powers and him and the Void becoming one person. But then Donny Cates didn't know that happened, so he had Sentry show up as the regular Sentry to get killed by Null.
That's the one where he was wearing a red suit, right?
Yeah, so he fully fused with the Void to become one full person. That's what that was. He mastered his power.
Yeah, okay, I remember that.
And then Donny Cates didn't read that issue, so he had like Sentry be in the yellow suit again, and that's when he died. Null.
Oh my god, yeah. So, well, let's see. Let's hope they handle Sentry a little bit better this time around. So
I think it's always been his problem. Anytime, I think every Marvel Superman has had that problem of not being used correctly, except for Blue Marvel. When he shows up, he's usually good. It just his books aren't like no one trying to read those books, bro. Like, what I mean?
No.
They should bring Blue Marvel back for the Avengers team.
Yeah.
Let's get the black Superman in
it, It's almost like Marvel's intentionally not trying to glorify a Superman-like character when you really think about it,
Yeah.
I wonder why.
I think it's crazy too, because like Marvel actually benefit a lot for having that. Well, to be fair, for a while that was like Cap position, but it would benefit for having like that one main hero on the planet. Because the Marvel universe is so fucking fractured. Having one central hero that everyone can like rely on could do a lot for the universe. But whatever.
That's true. So, Well,
I'm just
we'll see
saying.
where this goes.
Oh yeah, credit. This is random, but I want you to know. I was reading old X-Men and I found a panel where Storm was like, "The Phoenix is attacking. Go, please call the Fantastic Four. Call call the Avengers. We need all the help we can get." And then,
Okay.
but the Avengers couldn't help because they were doing something else. I just thought that was funny because the one time the Avengers showed up on time to help, they started a war about it.
Oh boy.
Well, we figured out how to do it without you.
Okay.
We know how to do it now.
Bro, we were fighting Corvax. My bad.
I know. Well, maybe don't fight them next time. Our problems are more important.
They were able to tear the Phoenix into pieces. I mean, that's something. I mean, that's better than what most of the X-Men have been able to do with the Phoenix, right? So,
To be fair, if they got better hosts with it, it could have been interesting.
yeah. So, it is what it is. So anyway, you guys have any final thoughts on this before we move on?
This is a terrible cover.
It's artistic choice. So yeah. All right then, audience. I guess with that, let's move on.
I got to zoom out. What the fuck am I looking at?
It's the main event match, everybody. This has been a fight that's been over 10 years in the making. It's the Lord of Shadow Makuta versus the man, the myth, the island himself, Matanui, on the planet of Barra Magna at Winter Slam. And tonight, there shall be a god of this new universe. It will be decided today.
Hey, Jake, before you go into it, I want Crypto to know we were talking about the thumbnail where you have Steve Rogers looking down at Matanui, like, take the shield. Here, take my shield. Win this fight. You got this. While he giving this dude a speech in the thumbnail, I just wanted you to know that.
Look at that. It made it like Captain America was giving Matanui like some pointers.
He has a Mufasa moment, is what it looks like. You know?
That's what I said.
You know?
Remember who you are.
You can do this all day. You know? So,
and I'm not gonna lie to you, that's what this fight comes down to. It's between who can do this all day. Okay. So our story. So keep in mind, Ninjago's here in full effect. So really, Greg Varsity is just trying to rush through the plot as best he can. I could see how this could have been. This could have been like an epic. This could have been like an epic final chapter. But no, we have to rush through some things. So we're basically going to get the highlights of what Greg Varsity was going to do, but it's barely enough to make a story. It's just going to be kind of a rush story. That's all. I do want to kind of go over some promotional images for this because they promoted the hell out of this when this came out. Like you would have thought they were going to make toys of these. They didn't. It was probably too expensive. This is one of the image of like when they're about to fight. I like this one. This is like one of my favorites.
That's a thing. Looks like a David versus Goliath situation there, man. Like,
yeah. Well, if you remember, Matanui is using the prototype god body, and Makuta has the finished one. So,
okay.
So Matanui has to get. So Matanui basically, our story starts off with Matanui getting permission from the gory elders. He says, "Listen, I need my god body back. One, because I've learned that I can fix the desert of this wasteland." And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the body to call forward Aqua Magna and I forgot the other one. But we're the Jungle Planet, and I'm going to merge it back into to Barra Magna, and then make Spherus Magna again, so the land can heal. And two, then I need this body to go fight my brother Makuta. So I kind of need it. And apparently there was much debate, but he got the permission to use the body. Nobody knew was that Makuta was already on his way today. Okay.
Oh boy.
But Matanui doesn't have enough time to call the planets back together, so keep that in mind. So the planets are on their way to Spherus Magna. I do like the exchange here. It's pretty it's so simple, but I love it. Makuta comes in, he just lands like this, and Matanui just looks at him like this, and then Makuta's like, "So you have nothing to say? You have nothing to say to me? After everything I've done, you're not angry, you don't want revenge, you don't want nothing." He's like, "I'm gonna be honest with you.
Are you looking at me? Are you looking at me?"
I thought you were gonna be like, "Wait, who are you again?"
No, Matsui's answer is like, "I got nothing to say. I mean, what do you want me to say? I have no hatred for you. You're my brother. I don't all
I
you
just
know,
want you to know, even after all this, I
Yeah.
forgive you. Punch you
I
from the
forgive
face.
you. This is what he says. Like, I forgive you. In fact, like we were made to work together. So just work with me, and we can make a universe. I like how Makuta thinks about it. He's like,
Look, bro, I can give you a hill. It'll be by the asshole, but it'll be something.
right. Right. And then Makuta goes like, you know what? I like the idea of working together. So join me and let us together destroy this universe. And
Oh God, what?
He's like, I can't do that, dog. And he's like, all right.
Hey, this guy, wait. Is Makuta suicidal? What's his plan here? Like, what's going on?
That was a bit weird for me. I think it's more. I think that because even in the beginning, in Mask of Light, there's this line when Takanuva fights Makuta, and I think it was just invented for the movie, but the line never made sense unless we cared about Matsunui to some extent. Makuta says that I'm actually protecting Matsunui by doing this, and so it was always implied early on that Makuta has some level of appreciation for Matsunui. He just wants the power Matsunui has, which would explain why he hasn't killed him when he had the chance. That said,
Well, that's his little brother.
right. That said, if Matsunui is gonna fight him, he's going to kill him. Okay, this is not an Omni-Man situation. I have my own goals here. So they do.
I mean, like, if he kills the universe, don't he die?
Oh no, he still has the body. He's the universe. Like he's his universe. He's talking about like the planets and shit outside the universe. That's what I'm yeah.
I'm just gonna blow myself up. How about that?
Yeah.
Still match the universe. Fuck you guys.
But yeah, so Makuta and Matsunui fight, and this fight is like you talk about David and Goliath, bro. This body, the reason this body was stuck here was because it blew up when they tried using it the first time. Okay, and Matsunui just fixed it today, and it's only on 10% power. Right now. So there's like a scene where Matsunui gets one good licking and he goes like, fuck, I'm done. That's all I can say.
Wait. Jake, have you ever seen like the Hulk Hogan kip up?
No.
Where he starts getting hit and he starts shaking his hands, he starts pumping himself up, and he starts he's like, what the fuck's happening? That's what I'm imagining right now. I don't think Makuta punched him in the jaw. The dude hits the ground, he starts like pumping his arms. He's like, yeah, that's what that shit I like. He gets Makuta starts getting freaked out. Like, this dude's weird, bro. What's happening here?
And then he points his fingers at him as he says, ooh, and the audience is like, you.
We do get, but yeah, Matsunui gets one good hit on Makuta, and then Matsunui's like, damn, I'm tired. I can't do it. I can't fight him anymore. Okay. And so meanwhile, on the planet below, our Glatorian friends we met in the Legend Reborn, they're like, we gotta help Matsunui. So everybody, and Gretchen's like, I have an idea. And they're like, you have an idea. Okay. Anyway, we're gonna do our own thing. So what they do is everybody who isn't Gresh goes to the leg of Makuta and tries to do a concentrated attack at his leg, does fucking nothing. And the fight's still going on, like Makuta's ignoring them. They're like, maybe we could just get his attention, it'll be fine. But they keep fighting him, and then Makuta brings up the point like, well, because he's ignoring all of this. This is happening to him, but he just doesn't care. And he's talking to Matsunui, he's like, by the way, just so you know, like, I guess you forgot, I'm the universe. And all of the people who worship you are inside of me. So even if you could mount a defense, like, you can't hurt me without killing them. So just die.
When there's you can't hear them. But I hear them screaming your prayers.
Right.
And I'm gonna turn that into my power.
Right. So Matsunui's like, fuck, he's right. Like, what do I do? And then he's also like, oh, by the way, I noticed your friends down there trying to get my attention, and they should be delighted to know they succeeded. And then he just shoots them from the bottom. And luckily, he barely misses, but the blast is so gigantic, it knocks Gresh across the desert all the way to where he was trying to go. So Gresh makes it to the foot of Matsunui. Makuta, I'm sorry. And he's trying to pry open the thing so he can get inside the universe. He's like, maybe I could do some damage. I'm like, Gresh, I don't think you understand. This is like an actual, like it will take you days just to get to the head. And I mean like a lot of time. Like the battle will be over by the time you do anything, but whatever. So he tries to open it up. And then something comes out. He's like, what the fuck's going on? And what comes out is the Rakshi. That's right, guys. For the final confrontation, villains of the past have returned, okay? And not just the Rakshi. The Rakshi are back. We have the Skrulls, who were the new villains from the movie. And also, Austin, coming in last, but not least.
Thank you. Finally.
The Paraka.
Finally, bro.
So yeah, but not just them. We don't just have villains, we have heroes as well. And this brings us to our final toy line in the entire franchise. I'm trying to find where I put the fucking video here.
Matanui bitches. There you go.
So this was the Bionicle Stars storyline. And the promo was, arch enemies of a distant past rise up to destroy, but 3 ancient heroes, champions of countless battles, awaken to stop the evil warriors. Legendary
I know
heroes.
that red one. Who the fuck are the other two?
That's Takanuva and Gresh. Legendary heroes fight for possession of a golden armor. Each piece is an artifact of a great power. Together, they make the bearer invincible. And now that was what you're supposed to get all of them to get the armor pieces, basically. So
Yeah.
This was kind of, I'm gonna let you know right now, when this came out, this is a huge letdown for people. They're like, look at the quality of these fucking toys compared to
Yeah, I was mad too. I have to buy 5 for get some gold bullshit.
yeah.
It's a build-a-figure,
But last time I think I seen that didn't Marvel do that for something?
They always do that. It's a build-a-figure, you know? Like,
I know, but like usually the figure's more cooler than just a piece of armor.
Yeah.
Like I know, like to get Galactus, you had to buy like all 4 people at first.
I
But
remember,
they gave you a giant ass Galactus. To be fair,
I remember as a kid, I watched this trailer and I said, "Oh, it's over. It's a Bionicle." We're done.
I like that you saw this in your wallet. Like, whew, don't got to buy that one.
Yeah. But yeah, and also it wasn't just that. It was that the characters they chose to represent Bionicle were the biggest nostalgia baits ever. I think they tried to make it so that each series got representation. For the villains, you got the Roxy from the Mask of Light storyline. The Paraka were from the Toei Ignika saga. We couldn't bring back the Baraki. They kind of died, if I remember correctly. And then yeah. And then we had the hero side, which was Gresh, who was the poster boy for the Glatorian saga, even though he had nothing to do in that entire storyline. Even in the movie, he didn't do anything. Then we had Takanuva, who was, the Mask of Light, the Toe of Light guy. And then they brought back Tahu. As a kid, I didn't like the Toanuva. So when I saw Tahu, I was like, he's the final guy? Fuck this dude. I hate him. But it's not just Tahu. That's Tahu's original design. In the story, he got depowered so he would look like his first version of himself.
Yeah.
I was like, come on.
You made him weaker for the final fight.
He brings that up too. He's like, so Tahu gets out the Makuta body. He's like, woo, that was a long, grueling saga of shit I went through that you will never see because Ninjago stole our spotlight. And so he goes. He finds the Mask of Light.
That's the thing you'll see if you keep buying the toys.
Right. And the Mask of Light tells him, listen, Matanui gave me a message. He said, listen, there are these 5 random golden armor pieces. Where do they come from? I don't know. Anyway, so find them, and then you can use them to save the world. And so
that'd be crazy. You'd be like, oh yeah, bro. Anyway, God called me today.
Right. Yeah. So the mask goes like, also, by the way, you can't do this in your Toanuva form. You're stronger than ever, but you have to be weaker to use the power of the golden armor. So he depowers them. He's like, why? This is like the final fight. Why am I weaker? I don't know. Nostalgia, whatever. Get out of here. So that was
look, God likes you when you look like this.
Right. So I was like, whatever. Anyway, so there were these little teasers that came out that basically showed the different fights between it was Gresh versus the Skrull, Takanuva versus the Roxy, and Tahu got a rematch with the Paraka, because if you remember, the Toanuva fought the Paraka and got their asses whooped. So he got a rematch and he won this one. So I guess that's all good too. He also has a line too where the Paraka tries to be like, yeah, I bet you won't fight me. I bet you can't take me without that fucking fancy armor of yours. And he's like, there was a time where I would have stripped this armor off and I would have beat your ass or tried to. But that was the old Tahu. This Tahu is like, it's the fate of the universe. I don't care how I do it. I'm just going to kill you. Okay,
I don't like that, bro. What happened to the bullshit 3 words, bro? Destiny, unity, and some other shit.
Unity, duty, and destiny. Well, he doesn't have a team. We don't have the budget for
exactly, bro. They shouldn't be winning. That's what I'm hearing.
Yeah. So, yeah, I know. It's clearly a rush job. But Gali and the other Toanuva are okay. They get a passing mention. Bakuda goes like, "Oh, Matanui, I see Gali and the other Toanuva. They've defeated half of my armies. Are we going to show it? No, we don't have time. But just so you know, they did it. So I want to make sure to kill them first and then kill you. How am I going to do that? Well, this body can apparently control gravity. Did you know that shit? Anyway, I'm gonna. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire a gravity blast at the planet and completely destroy it. And Matsuru's like, "Have you lost your fucking mind? What's wrong with you?" So Makuda's like, "Yeah, it's only gonna take
insane."
All right. So Makuda's about to blow up the planet. And Matsuru's like, I only have so much energy. He's like, "Listen, it's gonna be okay because like the planet will blow up, but I'm sure that I'm gonna live and probably you're gonna live. So we'll continue this like after."
And that's all that matters.
All that matters. So Makuda's about to blow up the planet. And Matsuru's like, "No!" And he uses all of his power to push Makuda's hands up in the sky. So instead of shooting the planet, he accidentally shoots the 2 moons of Aqua Magna, and he accidentally pulls them close to the planet. And Matsuri keeps
telling me he just blows up the fucking man's eyes.
No, he hits he grabs like an asteroid on accident, and the asteroid's coming up. And so Matsuri, oh, by the way, I forgot to mention this. There's another fan art I saw of this. This is this JoJo inspired Matsuri for some
you're approaching me. I can't beat the shit out of you without approaching you, bro.
So Matsunui's like, "Fuck, I'm cooked. I'm done. There's nothing I can do. I'm out of power." Like, he puts on a brave face, and Makuda's like, "You did all that when you should have used that strength to like try to kill me or something." Because like now,
that for a drop of blood.
And Matsunui's like it was worth it. I'm willing to die for this shit. Can you say the same? And in his mind, he's like, "Fuck, I'm cooked."
No,
there's nothing I can do. I'm cooked. I'm talking a big game, but there's nothing I can do. And so then he looks up, and I love that the comic says like, no one would blame Matsunui if he just gave up here, because realistically there was nothing he could do to win this fight. But Matsunui, maybe on a bad day, Matsunui would have done it. But today he had an idea. He looked up in the sky and he had an idea. And so he's like, "Fuck, I can still win this." And he gets up, and with all his strength, he pushes Makuda backwards. And Makuda's like, "What the fuck?" And then while he's trying to get his bearings, the fucking moon of Aqua Magna digs through his skull, just flies through. And the blast of the meteorite is so strong that it goes through the godhead, and Makuda just dies, basically.
Man, turn this shit off.
But that was the original. So that's the canon.
You have to be OP if you were having to resort to using a moon as a haymaker, man. Just saying.
Well, that was the original.
Just imagine the Thanos fight, and then like we're struggling. Just bring that asteroid and throw it into his mouth or something. It just blows up the back of his brain. Well, okay.
That was the canon ending, but Lego released promotional art for this fight, and this is how they imagined the ending to be. Where instead Matsunui grabs Makuda and shoves him through the planet of Aqua Magna.
That's way cooler, bro. There's a fucking asteroid in the mouth.
Right, and that is that's why I said I want that in a Godzilla movie. If they make Godzilla that big again, I want that shit. But that was the original promotional art.
They should have done it in Hollow Earth, bro. Just start collapsing Hollow Earth on its ass. Somebody.
Meanwhile, Tahu and the others get the golden mask armor, and then Tahu uses it with his weaker body, and with it he incinerates all the armies of Makuda. Because that's how we wrap it up. And so the god body is down, but the universe is mostly intact. So the people who lived in Makuda, they all come out. They're like, "What the fuck? Where are we? What the fuck is this shit? This isn't Matsui, the island." And they're like, and so the way it is now is that the Bionicles of the Matoran universe and the Agori and Glatorian now must share a planet together. Matanui.
Please tell me someone slept through the whole conflict.
Not enough time to explore that. And so,
God damn it.
so Matanui says, "All right, I have one last thing I have to do." And then he uses his remaining power to restore greenery and nature back to Barra Magna. It's a Spherus Magna. So now it can be the planet it once was before the Great War. And so then he dies. And everyone's like, "Oh no, Matanui, he's dead, our god." And then but he doesn't actually. Because so what happens is the Mask of Life comes up and Matanui's consciousness takes inside. And then he's like, "Listen, I've used the Mask of Life for so long now that my consciousness is now a part of it. So when I died, it went back into this consciousness." And his friend from the movie, Akar, he's like,
"No, nigga, that's my mask."
Right. So And so Car's like, okay, so you're gonna join us. You should be here. You can lead us to a new age of prosperity. And Matanui's like, no, I don't.
Look, you have to wait for Jesus to come back. That's not my job.
Right. So Matanui is like, listen, you guys have to learn how to live life without me. I've only done my job. I've restored peace to this world and restored it back to the way it was. That was my destiny. Yours is to find your own, like to find a new path forward. But if you ever need me, maybe in 1,000 years I'll be back. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He would have said, "I'm like, hold on, that's some bullshit, right? You don't know what we've been through waiting for you to get here."
So Matanui flies in the sky, and Tohotahu's like, "Damn, I talked to God."
Yeah, I was thinking at the end of the Transformers, like 3 or 4 was out the side, just took off.
I'm coming for you.
All my people out there, be safe. And for what the guy's name, no,
yeah.
I am coming for you.
Yeah. And so Tahu goes like Doggy's like, damn, I met God today. That's pretty neat. And that is the ending of Bionicle. They all do the party scene from Return of the Jedi, and then they look into the stars, and that's the ending of
They look up and you see him, they see him looking down like the
Ghost of Bakugo. But yeah, that was the ending of Bionicle, the final battle. This was.
How do you feel?
It was clearly rushed, but I'm kind of glad to some extent there was closure. For those who needed it. It was. I like the idea. When I was reading on paper, every time I read it, I was like, "This is a cool setup for an arc." But because we don't have time, we can't flesh it out. The heroes and the greatest villains clashing for one last fight. Awesome, especially because we have a lot of villain hordes and a lot of history with these villains. And I did like Gresh seeing a Rock and be like, "What the fuck is that?" Like he never saw him before. Yeah. So it was kind of cool to see him react to that. And I wish we got
looking at everything in my uncle.
Right. I wish we got more of that. Like if we had more time, it would have been cool to see the Glatorian react to things like the Paraka. And they'd be like, "Oh, the Paraka fight like a lot like Glatorians. They don't give a shit about honor and all that shit. They just kind of go at it."
They didn't bring back that Gunner woman.
Oh, Rudaka? No, they didn't bring back Rudaka. No, that was unfortunate. They might have, though, but they never did. Also, there was a plotline that never got to be followed up on because of the rush. That whole villain book setting up the Makuta Icarax, who wanted revenge on this Makuta the whole time, never comes up again. And I looked it up, like, what happened to him? And apparently Greg said, like, oh, he just never made it. He was on the way, and then he didn't make it in time. So yeah. And apparently he's
showed up late. Everyone's gone. What the fuck?
Right. Apparently, what happens to him is he leaves the body of Makuta or the Matoran universe, and he's like, "Where the fuck am I?" And then he just kind of goes off into the night, and he's like a constant threat on the planet for like the rest of the days. So that's something we can fight, I guess.
Yeah, fuck that.
Right. So I mean, he is the next up to be the strongest bad. But it would be interesting to see that. I know there's some. They say that there are unfinished stories that are out right now. Where Greg Farshey did like sequel storylines that were smaller in scale, but a lot of them didn't get finished. But if you wanted to know what life was like on Barra Magna after Matanui sacrificed, then they're there. I don't think I'll read them, but they're there because they're unfinished, but they're there. But yeah, at the end of the day, I think I would have loved to see this be a full story, but seeing the concept of what it could have been, it sounds like it would have been great if it would have been fleshed out more. So, But yeah, as an ending to Bionicle, what do you guys think?
I don't understand this picture.
What do you mean?
It's a standoff.
Are they standing on clouds?
They're standing on Barra Magna, but they're so tall that they extend beyond the clouds.
Bro, you're not convincing me that his legs are that tall.
That's what the scaling says.
Yeah.
They can pick up Godzilla and toss him like a softball.
Isn't this bigger than that Cloverfield monster?
I believe so.
This is the giant elephant from Zoe in One Piece, Austin. You don't want to think about how long. You don't really want a picture of how the legs are that long, but hey, that is what it is. So.
Hey, it really just made the thing like stilt man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, I wanted to leave off in a bang. That's the way I'm seeing this. So
we never got the toys of these.
Oh.
Yeah.
they couldn't make the legs big enough for the toys.
So,
And not even that, they couldn't make a robot thick enough. You see how these bodies, these are actually filled out cryptid. They don't got the gaps and muscle and stuff. These are actual bodies. They had the extra metal for that.
that's true.
Definitely not. No, this is what Michael Bay's version of Bionicles would look like. You know that, right?
Would you take that, Jake? Would you take Michael Bay's Bionicle?
No, because it would require nuance that he doesn't have.
Okay.
And then he would somehow put the human military in it, and then it would be annoying.
It'll
It'll
be Avatar, the humans invade the Bionicle world.
What, Jake? You don't want to believe that Bionicles played a hand in helping out the Underground Railroad, man? What?
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
You don't think the toy Nika helped stop Hitler?
Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, some of them are 35,000 years old, so I guess
we're giving him ammo, audience. We're giving him ammo, but I could definitely tell that they want to end on a big note with this final collision. You know, seeing that moon be used as a strike to the face, man. I can't forget that image out of my head now.
Nah, they could have him shoved through the moon. That's a little bit cooler.
Yeah.
And with Thanos grabbed Silver Surfer and then shoved him through the hammer because he couldn't pick up the hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the conclusion of the whole saga. I mean, like, Austin, I mean, you never said your full thought. What is, as a conclusion to everything you've heard, do you think this is satisfying? Would you be okay walking away from this?
It's a half and half. Like, I would have been okay with it because I don't think we got. The guy clearly tried and ran out of time. So I wouldn't have been mad, but I still would have wanted more. I think the reboot would have pissed me off. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, rebooting after that and then getting the So.
And like I just rather you just did a funnel, like make this a funnel movie instead of doing a reboot.
It could have been if people didn't buy Ninjago and just bought Bionicle. Damn you, Lloyd. But yeah, that's the ending of Bionicle. I will review the reboot, and that should be it. I don't think there's anything else.
I gotta change my profile picture, man. What the fuck?
Right. That's it.
Yeah. So long, Masanui and Tahu and Toanuva, Ignika, Telemetru. You'll be missed.
Gotcha. Well, as one era comes to an end, audience, another era is about to begin with the next topic. So, let's move on to the next topic, audience. So, Ryan North to write the new Flash series, and specifically, it's going to be the Wally West and Linda Park. You know,
I think go ahead.
Go ahead. Awesome.
No, you go first.
Okay. I'm actually excited about this because I like what Ryan North's take on like the science and family aspect he was involving with the Fantastic Four. So I kind of like to see how he applies that to Speed Force here in that situation. I just got one request: do not have Wally fuck Starro. I don't want to see that. No. So all right.
See, I was going to say the same thing except for the last part. I do want to see that. Let's go.
Oh God!
But the way he handled science and seeing how the Flash and the Fantastic Four, to be fair, that was very Flash, but seeing how their crossover stuff was, I do think this is like a natural progression as a writer to just go to the Flash. Who's also a genius scientist.
Wait, was it Ryan North who wrote that book? That crossover?
I thought it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I have to double. Well,
if it wasn't. That's a good starting line. It shows like the connection between these two people. I think it shows that Ryan North's writing, his style of writing of emphasizing the science, can work for the Flash. Because that was what the crossover did, even if he didn't write that book.
Oh, okay.
So I am very interested to see how he tackles that, because trying to actually science it out is something some writers have tried and failed. It's a thing that breaks time and space, like easily.
People use the Speed Force. Writers sometimes tend to use the Speed Force as if it was the Force from Star Wars,
Yeah.
Oh, and I am checking it out, Austin. Like the person who wrote that Flash and Fantastic Four crossover was Jeremy Adams.
Jeremy Adams, you can write Fantastic Four miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get the main book, but I'll give you a miniseries.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. You know, Brian North though, again, he's been on Fantastic Four for like, hasn't been 2 years at this point, I believe.
It's been 2 years, and he still wants to finish. He still got stuff he wants to say apparently.
Which is weird because based on the last couple of issues he's had of his run, you can kind of tell he's kind of running out of steam. You know.
Well, to be fair, I think he wrote those because he was still trying to do Doom at the time.
Yeah.
Because we're just now getting into his next story arc. It really does feel like he just wanted some stuff to fill time.
Oh, okay, yeah. There were definitely obvious filler issues.
Yeah, and after what I would judge if he's tired based on how he does this. What Malice arc. Depending on how that handled, would fully tell you if he checked out or not.
Well, yeah, we'll see what happens. But here, hey, he gets a fresh start. He has a whole new set of toys to play with, and I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, we got.
I want to see him use the thinker. Like I said, because it's him. I do want to see him use a lot of the smarter Flash villains, and not just, oh look, it's Reverse Flash or I'm gonna say Quicksilver. Fuck, Doom and the other guy, Godspeed.
Savitar.
Yeah, I want to see him use the thinker and a lot of other smart Flash villains. I want to see his take on the Rogues because how they fight Wally.
Yeah, you know.
And I do kind of want to see his Gorilla Grodd at some point.
Gotcha. You just want to see how Ryan North takes intelligent characters compared to how he had.
I want him to be full non-speedster villains. I want to see him do those people.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Well, hopefully we'll see that. You know, I'm definitely going to pick this issue up. I mean, I guess one of the things I'm going to try doing for the upcoming year audience is branch out aside from Marvel. You know, so
that probably is going to be our New Year's revolution. Adding some DC to the roster.
Yeah, you know, it's been a while. You know, so yeah. But no, this is good news, at least for most of us who enjoy this full run. You know, so yeah.
It's a writer I trust with a character who I don't trust because while a lot of times pieces are written like Crypto said, it's like the Force and it's usually bullshit. It doesn't make sense how they lose a lot of time.
Gotcha. Yep.
Like after a minute war, you can't convince me he's losing to the Rogues like casually.
Yeah. I think the most BS use of the Speed Force was actually in Tom King's Heroes in Crisis event.
It's always Tom King.
Yeah, like okay, the videos that were reported of Wally killing the people at Sanctuary were deleted, but somehow Wally uses the Speed Force to gather the deleted particles in the air to reform those videos and like what?
He also had them having Deadshot be able to shoot Flash like multiple times.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm like, you know what? I'll give it to you. Like when Flash first starts running, but Flash full sprint, you're not shooting this dude, bro. I'm not buying that shit.
Well, it's as Captain Boomerang said. It's not about shooting where Wally is at. It's about shooting at where you.
But you're also the
no,
guy.
I know, but if I know you're going to shoot at me, I'm not,
the guy who runs as fast as he does. Like, what if he just changes trajectory randomly?
Yeah,
you know, there's so many factors.
What about those zigzag? What you gonna do about it? I can run 1 second in the future and just fuck up your whole time space, bro.
Right.
It's startup speed. Think of it that way. You know,
I think that's the best way to nerf the Flash is a startup speed.
I've been preaching that. I said startup speed for the Flash or speedsters in general would fix a lot of issues. Like you can't, like I mean, you know what's funny? Even Sonic has this in the game. So he has a startup speed. So you guys, and it's just for it's for the player's sake, but it does help. It does help ground speedsters. Oh, they can be hit if you get them quick enough before they really get going. You know, I'm just saying, like, make speedsters more momentum based.
So, Jake, since you've had so much reaction to Ryan North's writing of his Fantastic Four run, what advice would you give him going into the Speed Force in the science aspect, man?
Nerf. Startup speed easily. That just fixes any speedster issue in a fight. Because the speedster is standing still, and then they have to go back into a fight. then you can believe they can get hit.
And I'm pretty sure you also want him to write elongated man into this book so you can have Wally beat him up, right?
There you go. Yes, I do also think that the Speed Force needs a double wind up as well. I think instantly being able to talk to the Speed Force is a problem. I think it should be start at speed to get the super speed, and then like you have to run long enough to get the Speed Force speed. I think that's also.
I think my problem with it is like it's the same thing with the Flash TV show where it was always inconsistent. The Flash couldn't have to run 19 laps to do like a thunder like strike, and the next episode he doesn't like casually running. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
so my advice would be watch the full Flash show, and then don't like do any of that.
Yeah. I don't know if you noticed in some episodes Flash will pre-cuff metas, but he only does it when the meta has a way to get out.
Yeah.
No.
There's times where he actually will run past a meta to go behind him and start talking.
All right.
Gotcha. My worst Flash moment is him seeing the guy he sees Ice guy, what's his name? Captain Cold about to shoot somebody. Yeah. He runs past Captain Cold to grab the person, move him out the way. Captain Cold has not shot yet. And then he goes outside, grabs a thing, brings it in. Captain Cold finally shoots. And he brought the thing in just to block the hit, and he still didn't like arrest him. He started talking.
I thought they established that ice is a weakness of the Speed Force or something like that, or was that something new?
No. So the way it works is Captain Cold's thing isn't just ice. Yeah. It's bringing like the whole area down to like absolute zero, but slowing the whole area down.
Yeah.
And that's how he kind of counted the Flash. But like the problem is, you still have to hit the Flash with it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I don't understand like that whole thing.
Well, if there's one person you could trust to make it make sense, let's leave it to Ryan North. So yeah. But yeah, I mean that's really it. Any final thoughts on this before we move on?
No.
Gotcha. All right. Okay, so with that, let's move on to the second to last topic. Austin, you were so adamant about this, so go ahead.
Adamant? How dare he? I want my topic on this thing, and it's adamant.
Go ahead.
But
hey,
another fan. Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead. Go.
Another Fantastic Four prequel series is on the horizon. And Fantastic Four First Foes. And why this is important? Because it's another one. Because the first prequel was a prequel to the film. Just setting up Mole Man and just showing you how, like, the Fantastic Four first mission. But this is going to be their first super villain.
Okay.
They're going to fight the Mad. In the movie, they talk about how they had to stop the Mad Thinker, but you did not see anything. We're going to see all that in this book. They seem to. It seems that in case Marvel decides not to go back to the universe for obvious reasons, because of whatever happened in Secret Wars, that they want to fill out the Fantastic Four history with the comics.
Gotcha.
So we're going to see them fight Mad Tinker. We're going to see them fight Red Ghost. Everybody renamed that he stopped in that scene when he baby-proofed the city. Yeah. We're going to see them fight throughout some miniseries.
Mm-hmm. And then every issue ends with remaking a note, and this is how we'll baby-proof him. There you go.
Yeah.
And look at Mad Tinker tell him, shoot him with the bubble gun. Yeah, exactly like that.
Yeah.
And I can always imagine, like, if the MCU writers wanted to, they could just say, like, we're gonna have different versions of those villains that popped up in this book, So, yeah.
I personally just want them to keep this, and then the way you do it, you just have Reed, whatever the Secret Wars ending. If it's like the comic where Reed is the person obviously saved today, they just have him fix everything and bring all these people to Mayor. Bring everybody to Mayor.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Just made the Earth slightly bigger. Don't talk about it after that.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm very interested because the thing next to the Mad Thinker reminds me of a super adaptoid. You don't know what that is? That's a robot by AIM.
Oh, wow.
And MODOK, you know.
Dude, when I was looking at that green robot in the picture right here, all I was thinking about was like Ultimate Green Goblin, really, So,
bro, that would be fair. It looks exactly like that.
Oh, like a bit.
There's probably a better look at the robot. I do think it might be an Adaptoid.
Mm-hmm.
I also kind of wish they. This is. I think it's important to see this based on how Reed was talking in the film. So I am excited for this book. I will review this book. But
do you think they specifically chose the Super Adaptoid here is because they want their version of Super Scroll at this point?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because they obviously didn't want to do scrolls yet for obvious reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And Super Adaptoid probably the best thing you could get close to that.
Yeah.
So probably.
And
the only other thing they could have did was like it wouldn't be the scrolls, but you could have did the UFOs. That could have been interesting. The UFOs usually a Hulk villain, but people don't know they were just the Gamma version of Fantastic Four, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So they could be great. They could have been great, like prequel Fantastic Four villains too.
Yeah, there you go. Who's writing this, by the way, Austin?
God did not tell me, so we're not going to talk about it.
Okay.
I'll announce the writer when I review the book.
You should have prayed to Martinelli. He would have told you.
Yeah,
that man could barely win a fight.
I'm sure Reed Richards will have the answer to that question.
Yeah, Reed Richards knows who wrote the book. All right, that's all that matters.
I knew it before it was even announced.
There you go. But anyway, you guys have any final thoughts on this before it hits the last topic of the night?
I will say the reason this is also important, I do hope to sell because we will, after Secret Wars, the final one will show their their thing with Doom.
Oh yeah.
We'll so if all things go well, that should come out right before. I think it'll be come out right around Doomsday or right after Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
So I hope it sells well.
Hopefully it does. Well, I'll pick this up too, so you can have somebody else to talk about this with. So
yeah, Jake.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, then. I guess with that, let's move on to the last topic of the night, audience. So I got this. So Marvel celebrates Alias 25th anniversary with a Red Band miniseries.
Can we talk about how I said Alias Orc?
Oh, I see. Yeah, I see.
Again, it's a stylistic choice, blame the artist. So
I will.
Queen of something orc. Oh,
yeah,
New York.
Like
it's Queen of New York.
It looked like the Native American type shit for some reason.
Yeah, her name is Jessica Jones Alias, and it has Queen of New York.
Gotcha. Anyway, so yeah, this is going to be like a 5-issue Red Band series. It's going to be written by Sam Humphries. It feels like it's going to be a status quo shift with like specifically Jessica Jones and Luke Cage. And when I hear that, all I'm thinking about is okay, Luke Cage is no longer going to be mayor at this point.
Obviously, yeah, he better not be. They ain't do anything with it.
They tried doing it at first, but
they even made it. Oh, I can't undo the laws that Fist made. Why not, nigga?
Yeah, how did you handle? How was it? Everybody has to look at Luke Cage, and how did you handle your first Marvel event? I didn't do much. I mean, I had to rely on my buddy Danny Rand to give me a giant robot to fight with.
I was almost Venom. I'm trying to look.
Gotcha. The only thing I kind of like hope for in this book is please don't do another story of Purple Man. Really? No, I
we already feel like you already adopted his son, bro. It's over. Let the dude die.
Yeah. Dude, you already told all the stories you could possibly tell between Jessica Jones and Purple Man. Really, there's nothing much you could delve into after that. Okay, let me read the synopsis of this. It will follow Jessica Jones investigating a series of grisly murders, and to solve the case, she will need some help. Jessica will be teaming up with Daredevil, the supervillain Typhoid Mary, and also dealing with some personal drama as well as namely the certainty of being married to the mayor of New York City, Luke Cage. This series is said to be setting the stage for both Luke and Jessica to have a major role in the Marvel Universe in 2026.
Oh, wow. We both
So,
know Marvel.
yeah, we'll see where that goes. I mean, Daredevil is kind of like an obvious. They'll give
Oh,
the
you gotta
illusion
think
of a
again.
status quo change, you know. But oh boy, well, I'm not going to try fixing it.
It's fine.
You
You
guys
just
finish
finished
up in
talking.
that case. You know, so.
Okay, well, I'll go then.
Okay,
I think it's interesting. I think it's interesting that they are deciding to celebrate this because they don't really do. Well, to be fair, last year they decided randomly to give her a series where she was fighting variants of herself and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like,
yeah. Oh, that's
Jessica
when we
Jones
had
such
a
in a
male
weird
Jessica
situation.
Jones.
It feels weird to see them celebrating this, especially since I doubt they're actually going to be important next year. They say that, but it's Marvel. I'm sure whatever the event is, it's not going to be that big.
I think that the additional reason why they're going to celebrate this is because they're going to give it the red band boost because those apparently seem to be selling pretty well, you know. So,
oh yeah, she's also
going
to be in Daredevil season 2. Yeah.
Oh, there's that too, you know. So she's really this whole Alias celebration is really celebrating 3 birds, 1 stone at this point, you know. So we'll see where that goes. What are you hoping for this series, Austin? Which Jake?
Did she get the full restoration of her powers yet? I know they were trying to like make her fly and stuff again, but did they actually succeed in that?
I thought that was something she decided to keep a secret with her.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. The problem is though, they're gonna say that in one book, and in the other version, like, yes, you can't do that.
Yeah, before the MCU version of Jessica Jones, like, you know, we all recognized her for Jules, and she was very open about being able to fly, this and that. But because she now had to look like the version from the MCU audience, you had to keep her literally grounded. You know.
No.
Can I sidetrack us for a hot second? I think it's funny for tonight's thumbnail. Okay, you got the Bionicle bitches on the side, you got Captain America, you got the logo, and then you just have pretty anime boys on the bottom.
It's true. There is a total.
We had to keep the variation there, you know. So yeah,
there's so much variation this time around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Austin, you were trying to say something earlier.
Yeah. So actually, that was not Marvel's. That was not the show's fault. She already had looked like that for a while. Like Alias, where she looked like that, came out in 2001, bro.
I can concur on that because Young Avengers 2005, she looked like that.
Yeah,
I thought
she started to look like that since Alias #1, which is 2001. But in that book, that shows her getting messed up by the Purple Man, with letting her become that person.
Gotcha, man. I thought I saw her with brown hair at one point, but no, I mainly was familiar with Jessica Jones when she was being written in New Avengers by Bendis. So, you know, at least personality-wise, she kind of felt more. She kind of felt more cheerful, at least at that point. But
I'll give you that one because this is the same lady who was like, "Oh yeah, Peter Parker, I remember you had that crush on you in high school." He was like, "What?"
Yep, that's the one. Yep, I was madly in love with you in front of her husband. Like, damn. You're telling me
that's why I wanted to do that show so bad. The new show, and Friendly with Spider-Man. I was so mad they gave Wave and then just put Jessica Jones in there. I was like, come on now.
They didn't want to put Jessica, so they put Nico instead. Even though I love Nico,
I think they originally.
Yeah, but Nico's not a love interest. You're gonna do. I want to see them do Jessica as a love interest. That could have been interesting.
Yep.
Nico got her own path and love interest coming up.
Gotcha. But yeah, I mean, I'll definitely check like at least the first issue out on this, you know, see how it goes. I mean, if it's not that interesting, I won't pick it up, you know. It is what it is.
I just feel like they're hyping it up for nothing. I really don't see how this is going to be such a big thing going the next year, or going to change like the status quo for the street level people.
Mm-hmm.
Like besides like Luke just not being mayor, and then someone else someone bad being mayor again.
Yep. We can't really do Kingpin because that's going to be repetitive at that point. Well, Typhoid Mary,
I think she's still Kingpin's wife. I wouldn't trust that.
Well, just have her be the. Just have her step up in the role. You know.
Does you do? You do Mayor Osborne. Let's go. Let's do Mayor. I want to see. No, let's do Mayor JJJ.
We've had Mayor Jameson before, audience. You know.
Yeah, let's bring him back, bro. But this time he rolled Spider-Man. I want to see how that turns out.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's really all the topics, audience. You know. So, yeah, we reached the end of the show.
Yeah, we did.
Yep.
I have to find something else.
No, thanks to Jake.
That's true.
It's amazing. It's amazing, audience. The one topic I was really excited to talk about, apparently the Wi-Fi couldn't handle my excitement, and
that's true. He was so excited. His patriotism shined so much it killed the internet.
And funny enough, I've been for the past week or so, I've been using StreamYard on Chrome instead of the actual app, and it hasn't bugged out on me once.
That's what I've been doing. Yeah, the app was fucked up.
Yeah, I'm gonna delete the app. Save myself some storage, dude.
Well, in my situation, I have to do based on where I'm at right now. I have to do this in the garage, so I don't disturb, the people in the house. So yeah, I'm in a very bad position, audience. Literally.
Are the animals there?
Nah, the cat's gone. So.
Oh man.
Dang, what's even the point anymore?
Gotcha. Anyway, audience, Jake, play that end song, man.
Yes, I will play that song.
You guys not hear Gravity Hurt?
What?
You hear the song?
No.
Weird. I hear something is like very, very low.
There we go.
It doesn't matter. See you later, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, just end the stream, Jake. All right.
Bye.
See you guys later.